Here on WVOX, a Whitney Global Media Station, we have been doing Shark Radio now for about a year and a half, and we finally have been able to make special arrangements to have one of the Maritime Aquarium's large sand tiger sharks join me here in the studio this morning. So welcome. I don't really even know what to call you. Do sand tiger sharks, do you have names?
Kevin.
Kevin. Okay, Kevin the sand tiger shark is here. And my second, I guess probably for my own safety question is, what have you eaten today?
Yeah, the lady up front gave me some donuts, so I'm in good shape.
All right, excellent. So you are a sand tiger shark, and I've been told you are about 15 years old. Are you fully mature as a sand tiger shark?
Not if you ask my ex-wife. No.
All right.
But that's about where we move out.
All right.
Come on our, live on our own.
All
Absolutely.
Right. I want to get back to the sexual maturity in a little bit. It's an important question, actually, and actually a scientific research question here at the aquarium. But as a sand tiger shark, I just want to make sure you're not confused with a tiger shark. Do you know those guys, the tiger sharks?
Have the utmost respect for the tiger sharks. Very different breed. Great group of folk.
Oh, excellent. Okay. We have great respect, too, as we do with sand tiger sharks.
Thank you.
For radio listeners, you're about 8 feet long?
8'1".
8'1", okay.
8.5 in heels.
Nice. All right. Do I detect a bit of a southern accent there from the Texas? Are you a native of the Gulf of Mexico?
Gulf of Mexico, exactly. Are you familiar with Galveston?
Galveston, yes.
Yeah,
okay.
There's an old area in Galveston called the Strand where I used to spend a lot of time. That's where I was born.
Gotcha. Okay, and migrated north to New England was there a reason?
For higher taxes.
To pay at the higher taxes. Gotcha. Well, you've come for the right place for that. Now, I want to mention that there are dots on your face, as many sharks have. We know them at the aquarium in the scientific world as something called the ampullae of Lorenzini. And these are special electroreceptors that help you find prey and navigate your way through the world, through the ocean world. I'm wondering, are these working now? Do you sense anything about me?
Yeah, I sense that you should have stopped wearing Lagerfeld about 15 years ago.
Okay. And again, if you're just listening in, we have one of the sand tiger sharks from the Maritime Aquarium joining me here in studio. Let's talk about some of the myths of the sharks. One of these is that sharks have to keep swimming all the time or they will die. And I noticed, aside from maybe one of your little pelvic fins kind of going back and forth, nervous energy, you seem to be fine just sitting still here in the studio.
Yeah, I've already gotten in my steps for the day.
Okay.
So that's what it's really about, is making sure we just stay in shape.
Okay. What about this one that sharks have to bite, have to actually turn their bodies onto the side to be able to negotiate because of the way your nose, I don't want to be offensive about your nose, but your snout, to get past that. That's not true, correct?
It's not true. And yeah, is there a bit of an underbite? Maybe. Is the nose a little longer than in most species? You could say that. I dealt with a lot of that in middle school. It was a tough couple of years to go through, but we can push out our lower jaw set to do the eating. So no, we
get back to that bite.
Turning on the side is just an acrobatic move we do to impress the ladies.
Gotcha. All right. The sharks being man-eaters, that's a big misconception.
Let me just say this. I don't like to use labels. I don't think those are fair. Could you call me a carnivore? Yes. It's exaggerated, and I don't appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I do want to ask you about life as a shark in the Maritime Aquarium, and specifically, our guests will find you in the Ocean Beyond the Sound exhibit. You're fed regularly. You never have to worry about ghost nets and boat propellers and orcas and plastic pollution and other dangers. I hope that any complaint you might have about life in the aquarium is minor.
Well, actually, my celebrity has gone up. I've tripled the number of Instagram followers since being at the aquarium, and so that's a good thing. I also like the fact that you guys are getting to know my people, all right, and understand us, and I think that helps make an impact overall in creating safety for us around the world.
I will say that for long periods of time, when we watch you guys in the exhibit, everyone seems to be getting along.
Yeah.
There's always the same number of fish as we come in, and then some days, bam, we come in some morning and someone's missing.
Okay, that sounds like an accusation.
Well,
I was told this was be a non-confrontational discussion.
So, are you blaming the ocean triggerfish or the rays?
Do you know the rays at all? Have you spent any time with a ray? Why do you need brass knuckles as a ray? Just answer that question for me.
They're bottom feeders.
You said it, not me. Okay. You said it, not me.
I also want to bring up something that doesn't happen in the exhibit with you guys, and that is breeding. Maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but the Maritime Aquarium and other aquariums in the United States have teamed up for something called CZARC. It's an acronym that stands for Southeast Zoo Alliance for Reproduction and Conservation. You're looking at me kind of concerned. We're all working together to try and figure out why sand tiger sharks don't successfully breed while in human care.
Who did you get this from?
The lemon shark might have said
The
something.
lemon shark said something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that may have been mischaracterized. You know how lemon sharks are. If you've ever tried to woo a lemon shark, you know what I'm talking about.
I have not. And
Let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a lemon shark on Tinder?
I have not.
I didn't think so. Okay. Enough said.
All right.
Breeding. Any male is going to be sensitive when you bring something up about this. But I'm
Understood. The water's cold. I understand the water's cold.
The water is cold, and that has an impact on everything. Okay, but I'm willing to talk about this. I just watched Brene Brown's special on Netflix, and so I'm trying to be more vulnerable. I'll put this out there. Do I have some issues sometimes? Absolutely. Is there stress at work that may impact things that I don't like to?
You've got 300 fourth graders watching you?
I'm performing all the time.
Right.
All the time, and sometimes I just want to rest. Sometimes I just want to take a break, and take it easy. And it's not the most romantic environment there. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a smoking jacket every now and then. So maybe
some oysters.
Oysters would be perfect. Yes, that would be good.
Right.
It helps to set the mood. Maybe some music and that kind of thing.
All right. Lighting.
Yeah.
It's Kevin, the sand tiger shark, here in the studio with me. We're almost out of time, but I do want to bounce back to May. About almost 2 months ago, there was an organization that tracks great white sharks saying that a great white shark named Cabot, I don't know if you know Cabot, was off the coast of Greenwich. And I think that was dispelled, but do you know Cabot and any great whites? And does that sound like something they might do?
I do not associate with anybody who wears an ascot. Why would that be necessary in Long Island Sound?
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's why Greenwich it was seen off Greenwich, right?
That's right. It's all about, country clubs and that kind of thing. And that's it. And I'm not saying anything about Cabot. I'm not making any aspersions on him or his family, or his upbringing.
Great.
Hey,
he's a great white shark.
He is
and there's not great sand tiger sharks.
Have you seen
noticed that?
In his business card, great is underlined.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's kind of obnoxious. Look, I went to a public school, got probably the same education as he did. Okay?
But I don't see great sand tiger sharks.
Because we don't need it.
Okay.
It's not necessary.
Right.
We're comfortable with who we are, except in some areas of romance.
Back to the beginning thing. All right. Well, Kevin, the sand tiger shark, I'm so grateful that you came down today at the aquarium. I'm not sure how we're going to get you home, but back to the aquarium. But
I'll get an Uber.
7 days a week here at the Maritime Aquarium. We've got to keep moving. Thanks for being on the show.